So baby, it's Che I see Wizzy, Chad Daddy. I go by many different names. Big Poppy.
Greetings, YouTube. 大家好, Tony the Chang checking in after being a no-show. What went on during my absence? The usual convention staffing gigs, job applications, workouts, schoolwork, pop culture nostalgia, which I'll discuss later, and various assignments at the nonprofit where I still volunteer. If I wasn't bogged down by family matters and a stomach flu on top of all that, gross, I'd have kept viewers up to date more often. My view on the first half of 2019? A minor improvement. There were good and bad days, of course, but the good outweighed and outnumbered the bad more often. What made the good days possible was a stronger support system. I had more folks to hang out with online or in person, sharing the good days and bad days when I was off from work. Some were former classmates. Despite their busy lives, I still wish that I'd keep in contact with them. Maybe reminisce about geek-related nostalgia. Let this remind everyone watching to keep in touch with their current and former comrades when possible. This summer has been a series of nostalgia trips. Been rewatching old shows and films that I once enjoyed in the 90s and 2000s. Disney's Recess, Digimon reruns, and various Transformers media, among others. One cable network from the 2000s had plenty of nostalgia, G4 TV in particular. Through G4 TV, I learned tidbits about video game franchises that I still miss out on. Devil May Cry, Halo, and Fatal Frame, among others. What are video game walkthroughs for? Thanks to the miraculous power of the World Wide Web, I can browse playthroughs of these games and more. Qualities of playthroughs will always vary, of course. Such a shame that corporate mismanagement and clashes big and small eventually led to the network's end. We'll remember G4 TV fondly. In my rhyming trailer, I did promise in the video description that I'd share what made me start spittin' rhymes left and right. See? I ain't lying. Where do I start? WWE's Thursday Night SmackDown. I was once a wrestling fan back in the Ruthless Aggression era, which lasted between 2002 and 2008. Like many fans, I saw John Cena debut in his first match. Time passed and he adopted a rapper persona who often threw rhymes at opponents. Not long after, I started throwing rhymes too. Never got to prove my skills at school though, but I'm making up for lost time here. Still, I don't see myself having a rap career. Throughout the 5 years that I've been on YouTube, I've met several YouTubers. Some whom I've seen start making content for the first time. Some who have been in the game for years. Some who have taken breaks from posting content. Some who have dropped off the grid completely. Viewers might wonder where this leaves me though. Well, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say is that I'll have to dial down my own content for the rest of the year at least. I have several reasons. First, I'm still fighting a creative block. Got so distracted by life and lost inspiration to the point where I couldn't focus on finishing content. Second, YouTube's constant policy changes, whatever they are this time, discourage me from creating content sometimes. I try to make my videos suitable for most ages, but what if I get penalized by mistake for posting unwanted content or making unpopular opinions? Third, this year's collectibles lineup has been subpar. Don't get me wrong, 2019 had merchandise that appealed to older and younger collectors. Hasbro in particular has been releasing figures that evoked pop culture from previous decades. The 80th anniversary Marvel Legends line and the Power Rangers Lightning collection come to mind. Yet this year's lineup didn't convince me enough to own any figures for one reason or another. As for what I can post for the rest of the year, there might be a figure review down the line. I still browse locally when I can. Perhaps I'll buy a collectible on sale. On the other hand, I'll still remind folks to donate toys to charity between November and December. Since I'm still on a tight budget, I'll have to hope that my local discount stores start carrying items that are toy drive worthy again. Stray from Transformers The Last Night was adequate, so I'd better donate a toy that is of similar quality. There's also my performance review that I'm saving for the end of the year. Some folks might not be pleased with my lack of content in 2019, but they'll have heard my reasons if they watch this recap video. Look forward to that. To those who stuck around on my channel, or through this video at least, many thanks. I maintain my presence on YouTube even though winning audiences ain't easy, to be frank. Still, I have fans, and I value you all however I can. Despite some slumps, I'll keep content coming throughout this channel's lifespan. No telling what's ahead for the rest of 2019, but fingers crossed for good times to be better than what I've seen. Meanwhile, all those watching must hang in there for the rest of the year, no matter how much 2019 kicks you in the rear. Some viewers offered me counsel on my bad days, so perhaps giving counsel of my own is how I'll repay. Okay, how was that, everyone? If I go on, I'll keep throwing lame puns. To the rest of 2019, thanks for watching. 多謝收睇。そうか。